Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Bulletmarv review. Sorry this, I wasn't on last week, didn't make a video last week. Busy actually getting footage for this and trying to get information as well about the game that I'm reviewing today. And it brings me great pleasure to announce today the review for today is a classic for the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis, depending on what country you're in. It is Sonic 3 for the Sega Mega Drive. Released on February the 24th, 1994. Developed by Sega team and published by Sega. Comes on a fantastic 16 megabyte cartridge. The standards of what you would know and expect. This is, pretty much a sequel to Sonic 2 sort of thing. It's just like another game in the Sonic series. Pretty much same game, same sort of gameplay. Very fast, very frantic gameplay, even though you can play it methodically. Like, I play it very methodically, collecting all the rings. It's a collectathon in that respect. You have loads of enemies to fight, simple way of attacking them, jump on top of them. But now you've got aspects about them as well. Like, some of them you can't jump on top of them because they might they have spikes, so you'll just lose your rings, or you'll just bounce off them, so you have to get them at the right point. Other ones are actually shielded by kind of like little maces around them, which goes around them, but they shoot them out, so you get a chance to get them. Also in the game, it's your typical game, Sonic game, 100 rings, gives you a 1-up. 50 games at the checkpoint will emit a bonus stage to you, which is kind of a gumball machine type game, which in that you can collect 1-ups, various shields and rings, as well as collect gumballs for recreating the bottom area, because the bottom area is springs. Once you jump on it, it falls, and that can be rebuilt, so you get more chances to get 1-ups and everything. Other bonus stages within the game are your where you get your Chaos Emeralds from. They are a 3D viewpoint. Well, you're viewing from the back, and your goal is to collect all the blue balls, and if you touch the red balls, it's game over on that. You don't get the Chaos Emerald, you have to get them, and it moves faster and faster the more that you do it. This was basically like to say, this is what 3D Sonic will look like within the bonus stage. Actually, it's sort of like a demo aspect for a 3D Sonic game. So if you see Sonic 3D, it's actually based, I believe, on that engine as well. So you do see a bit of similarity in that respect if you played Sonic 3D first and Sonic 3 later. As I was saying, in this game you get shields. In all Sonic games, you got a shield. You got a bubble shield sort of thing. But in this you get 3 different types of shield. You get a fire shield, so it resists against fire, more or less. And also your controls in this is if you press B, if you press jump button twice, Sonic will jump up and do a certain attack, like little spark attack. But with the fire, it turns out into a fireball and shoots across the screen. You have the lightning, which can actually attract by magnetism nearby rings, so it makes it easier to collect them. And also, if you press B twice, it does like a little double jump with electric coming out, so that can do more damage against enemies. And then obviously you get your bubble, which is water resistance, so you can breathe underwater, and with that you can deflect certain projectiles, so you don't get hurt in that respect. But if you do jump on spikes with that, you do unfortunately lose that aspect. As well as you get your non-power-ups, your stars, which then play like the Sonic theme in it, which means invulnerability, move a bit faster, different music comes on. And then you get your speed up also, so where you collect like your special shoes, and then it just speeds everything up, more or less, which can become quite bad within the game. I noticed when playing it, you can run so fast that you're off the screen and you have to wait for the level to catch you up. So in that respect, it's flawed in that respect, is the game. You have a variety of levels to go from, all different types of areas, really, ranging from, you know, your standard, like Green Hill Zone, which is just, you know, your standard basic level. Then you've got an underwater stage, which is horrible. Then you have an ice stage as well, which is, I think the ice stage is probably one of the best levels within the game. And you have various other levels, like one where you're on a rocket ship and like a launch site, as well as the marble zone, which is kind of like your fire zone. Um, and yeah, and the game divided itself into, I think there's about eight. You've got like 8 stages, and each stage contains 2 acts, a boss at the end of every act. So you've got like a mini boss, end of Act 1, mini boss, end of Act 2. Worst level that I believe in the game is actually Carnival Night Zone, even though the music is the best on that level, I believe. It's the most ridiculous level. You find yourself getting lost easy, and that midway boss, I believe, is a complete pain in the arse. Now, so as it says, you know you've got various shields and everything, and you know if you get your Chaos Emeralds, you can turn into Supersonic as well. The story of the game is you've come on this island, and at the beginning of very much beginning of the game, you meet Knuckles, who is the protector of one of the best Chaos Emeralds, is the protector of that, and Dr. Robotnik is also after it. So you kind of being against Knuckles as well as Dr. Robotnik, who was coming in and just causing trouble like always. Um, Other various things which are very interesting about the game, thing that got me when I got this game, I was amazed by the fact that it had a save feature. It has a great save feature where you can't, well, obviously you can save and load up data, and it loads it up from whatever act you're on or from whatever stage. So it's pretty basic save, but it works. It saves you how many Chaos Emeralds you got, and within that as well, you can choose what characters you want. You can either play as Tails on his own. So with Tails, obviously, if you press B twice on that, he starts flying, so it gives him the verticality. Sonic on his own, obviously, that's just speed. Or you get Sonic and Knuckles, play it as 2-player, and then second player will control Tails, who will then help you and can like fly you up to higher places. So, for example, the second stages, which are the underwater stages, you can actually fly yourself out there thanks to Tails. Other interesting fact about the game is you can plug this in to Sonic and Knuckles, which will allow you to play as Knuckles within Sonic 3. So you get to do all Sonic 3 levels, but as Knuckles. But that I will show more of that when I do the second part, well, the quick second part, which is going to be Sonic and Knuckles. Overall, as I said, the sound in the game is fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to show the sound because it is kind of copyrighted. Well, it is copyrighted, so I won't be able to show you any music from. Well, let you listen to any music from. But if you've played it, you can pretty much. It's fantastic. Interesting fact actually about it. Michael Jackson was actually introduced for making the music for Sonic 3. So a lot of the music is Michael Jackson-esque in a way. Unfortunately, they had to drop his music from it due to allegations that were going around at the time involving him and children. We all know the stories. So it went to another person who kept the Michael Jackson quality of music there. So, as I said, the music is fantastic within the game. What do I think of the game? Is the game worth getting? This game is currently actually going up in price. It's a lot of people's favourite. You're looking to pay about maybe £5 for the cartridge alone if you're lucky on eBay, and it's about between 10 and 20 if you're wanting to get it complete in box. I got mine reasonably cheap because it's ex-rental from the Netherlands, so it's got stickers all over it, and the actual things have been laminated and everything to stop damage. But is it worth paying the price for? I believe that it is. It's a fantastic game. One of the first games that I got on the Mega Drive when I got my Mega Drive back in 1994. So it is worth picking up, and it is worth getting. If you are a Sonic fan, if you're a platform fan, get this game. You won't regret it. I do recommend that if you get this game, try getting Sonic and Knuckles as well. Sonic and Knuckles is a can be very expensive game if you're looking for a complete box. I do recommend just getting cat only, to be honest. You're not missing out on much with the box. And yeah, that's really it. That's Sonic 3. Not real shout out in this video, but that's Sonic 3 for the Sega Mega Drive. I've been Bulletmarv. Please, if you like the video, like, share, comment, or subscribe. And as I say every video, keep on gaming.